all my Capricorn friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Teri Hunter. I'm an intuitive astrologer, and I'm here today to do a tarot card reading for you because I also am a psychic. So, what I'm going to do today is a love spread and a money spread. This is based on Capricorn Sun. You don't need to know anything else about your astrology chart. The only thing I would say is that when I'm talking about love, I'm not necessarily talking about intimate relationships or marriages or boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm talking about how you take on love, how you receive love, how is love flowing in your life with friends, with family, with your neighbors, with your workmates. When we're addressing such a large audience, I think it's kind of foolhardy to just look at one aspect of love, and that being intimate love. Then I'm going to do a reading based on your money. And I don't really like the word money either. So I like to use the word resources because the word money very much will trigger the human mind into limitation. We often see that people judge their monetary abundance and potential growth based on where they've been and what they can see in their bank accounts and what they can see in their credit card bills. So here, when we refer to it as resources, then we give spirit a much broader landscape to bring in things that will make you feel secure and materially flowy. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to start with the love. And as I shuffle for my Capricorns, I'm going to say that the 4-card spread consists of this is how it lays out. The first position is where the month starts. The second position is the opportunity or the obstacle. The third position is the angel's advice for getting around the obstacle or taking advantage of the opportunity. And then the final position is the potential outcome. And I say potential because you have free will and you can really assert your influence on any situation, even on money. But we're starting with love, the flow of love, the feeling of connection, the feeling of home. Okay, so Capricorn, our first card in the foundational position is the Hanged Man. The second in the position, opportunity or obstacle, is the Fool. The third is the Three of Wands and the Angel's advice. And the final position is the Eight of Pentacles. This is interesting because the Hanged Man is a very spiritual card, but here in this particular deck, the character is in a yoga position on top of his head, in the sand, and the seas are pretty busy. I would even call them rough. So there's something going on where this character feels a little upside down, unsure. The emotions are don't feel like he's in control of his emotions. So he's got to slow things down, got to sort of take an opportunity to recalibrate. But I want to offer this for my Capricorns. That recalibration is not necessarily about trying to maintain a place that you've already been, but rather going on the fool's journey of love. Because with the fox at your side, you are sly. You're able to traverse the various aspects of love. The fox can be in the city streets undetected and then, be out into the forest in its natural habitat, because spirit is wanting you to look to your future, to relax, have a cup of coffee. And even though it's a little unnerving, there's beautiful things in this water as it glistens when it goes by. It's important to see that here in the ocean, the seas feel a little rocky right now. They're a little murky, very Neptunian, can't really see. But here things start to feel a little bit more crystal clear, because whatever you're building in the way of loving relationships is growing. This is traditionally a money card. It's where the character has worked very hard and now is, reaping the benefit of the Eight of Pentacles. Here, I think this has been part of Capricorn's transformation as Pluto was going through the house of Capricorn. So I think that if you're in a loving situation with an intimate partner, you could feel, or starting dating, etc., getting to know someone, you could feel a little out of control right now. And that could make you a little nervous. Pisces is also your third house, and there's going to be a big stellium in your third and fourth house of planets this March that are convening. And so somebody could easily come back into your life. If you're, beyond that, then this is going to be a lot about allowing the flow of love and friends, but knowing that you have built something and that it's still growing. You just need to water it and tend to it. And don't get too worried. That hanged man makes me feel like I'm out of control and I need to stop everything. I'm topsy-turvy. Everything feels like I've got to hold tight. So this is where the Fool says, no, let's just relax a little. Look at the bright side of things. All right, Capricorn, let's go on to your resources or money. Money, as most people call it. The muggles call it money. Okay, here we go. We're going to do the same idea where we're going to do 4-card spread. Now, Pluto, the planet of rebellion, the planet of the future, has moved into Capricorn's the house that sits directly past your sun. I'm kind of stumbling on my words because this is based on sun sign, and everybody who is a Capricorn can have their sun in any house. But when you go by the rising sign, it dictates a certain landscape. But whatever the case may be, there's an opportunity to move into your future and to use your talents and skills to birth more resources. So where are we going? Foundational position is the 10 of Swords. That's worry and drama. 3 of Pentacles is the team energy of Mars in Capricorn. Then we have the Hanged Man again. Interesting. So different deck, same card, different position. And in the final position, we have the King of Swords. Okay. So the 10 of Swords is clearly a card where it feels like you're being electrocuted. And the only way to get through it is to trust your heart. That's the star. That's where things lie. So if you're in a situation right now, and many people are experiencing, changes in their financial dynamic due to outside sources, because here, this is about coming into cooperation, Capricorn, with your true intentions and that you're building something new. We see the eggs in the nest. I feel like that nest is really indicative of, like, even though it's like more olivey than a bright green, it's coming from the heart. And we see that the material, the red that represents the base chakra, and then the rainbow colors kind of are leading us out. Something is gestating. And that's further evidenced by the Hanged Man, who was in the first position in the love reading. By the ocean, the seas were rocky. This is the same energy. But here, what we're trying to see is extracting wisdom from what is going on. And the Hanged Man feels very much here as if he has put himself in this position. It isn't happening to him. He's done it intentionally. And the reason is so that you can adopt more clarity for the future. I brought up the Aquarius energy because the King of Swords represents Aquarius. And that's sort of this integration of the highest level of intellect as I'm looking at a situation. I'm looking at the broader picture. If you are indeed worried about money and resources, which the 10 of Swords could very much indicate, or you have a history of it, it's time for you to come into cooperation with Spirit and say, thank you, Spirit. I'm a naturally hard worker. I'm naturally responsible. I'm naturally dutiful. So thank you for taking me into the future with more resources. And I will keep my eye on the prize, which is to keep my eye above the worry and into the experience I want to have of abundance, represented by the eagles. Yes. The eagles have little moons on them. So this is really where Capricorn has gone through a huge transformation to give as much life to their interior world as they do the material outer world. And so here you may be feeling a slight collision of that. And you might be defaulting back to old habits. And that would be fear, restriction, obligation, the big no to you and the yes to everything else that everybody else wants. And Spirit is saying, no, that's not the direction we want to go. We want to think about your future, and you might have to be slightly, not giving into somebody else's feelings, or not giving into their less than story, their lack. All right, my Capricorns, that's it for me for March 2025. Again, my name is Teri Hunter. I'm an intuitive astrologer, tarot card reader, psychic, spiritual coach, and teacher. I'm available for personal readings. I'm also here on Wednesday afternoons, 4 p.m. Pacific time, where I take your personal questions and do a spread for you. And then I'm here on Sunday mornings live again, where we look at the astrological transits ahead and talk to Spirit about how to traverse those. And I hope you'll check out more content, or the content that's coming out. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, Capricorn. I'll see you in April. If I don't, see you sooner.